Senate, a Clone Wars breakdown where we'll watch and discuss a new Clone Wars episode every week.
This week we'll be watching Clone Wars Season 3, Episode 19, Counterattack. And we hope you enjoy this show as much as we do.
Thanks for tuning in, and this is where the fun begins. For those of you who haven't seen this Clone Wars episode in a while, we have a synopsis for you.
With freed prisoners in their possession, Obi-Wan and Anakin search for a way out of the Citadel and back to Coruscant.
So this is continuing the Citadel arc that we started last week, so check out that episode if you haven't already. But Obi-Wan and Anakin, they split up. They each have their own team that is trying to escape. So let's check in with Obi-Wan. Let's see how they're doing. Look at Master Peel go! Ooh! Very nice!
Did you get it?
I know. Oh, he's hurting. Uh-oh.
Security doors, move or you'll be cut in half!
The amount of time he spent to say that nearly got him killed. No! Like, let's close the door before anyone sees that.
We lost one. Looks like we've got some cutting to do.
That's what I call PG censoring.
Yeah.
I do, obviously, that's a violent moment for Clone Wars. One of many.
They literally the clone got chopped in half.
Yeah, you can imagine what that looked like. It is interesting to see the Citadel's defenses. They really have thought of everything. And that's what, a ventilation shaft? And they have metal doors that come in and crush whatever's in there, like...
That's intense.
That is intense. Of course, with Jedi, they just cut a hole through everything, but, you know, it stopped that clone. But let's check in with Anakin as well, because he's got his own problems. Well, he's got two of them, Tarkin and Ahsoka. And as we know, Tarkin is a little bit of a jerk in this.
I am beginning to admire the design of this fortress. It's rather formidable to evade.
How can you admire such a horrible place?
You reveal your short-sightedness. This ordeal only demonstrates how effective facilities like the Citadel are. Pity it ended up in separatist hands, and not ours.
Would the Jedi have ever done something
He
like
has a
this?
point. Alright, Snips.
that
I
one
need you to
she
lead the
gave
group.
up.
Keep following the tunnel. I'll catch up.
Hey, where are you going?
Obi-Wan's not here, so someone has to protect our flank.
If the Republic had something
I guess it's a good thing I came along
Yeah,
after all.
operations with Homeland Security, it would have been really nice for them.
Yeah, but would they have spent all that time torturing Sith? Probably not.
No.
At least not torture. Probably interrogation, obviously. But the Citadel is definitely designed to torture its captives, whether they're inside the facility or not. And that's pretty much the separatist tactic. Let's torture people into submission.
Yeah.
Which is not the Jedi way. Well, it might be Anakin's way, but he kind of
It's definitely Anakin's
yeah,
way.
he kind of walks that line. Unfortunately, Obi-Wan and Peel, their team gets captured. I guess they're not too good at their job then.
That's so sad.
And so they are brought to see Sobek, which we can imagine how this is gonna go. But it is a good thing that
I must say, you're not at all what I
split
pictured.
teams and split
Son
up Peel
was
and
such a
Tarkin,
soft
because
voice.
if Tarkin had been on this team, like Tarkin wanted to be,
I want your half of the
this would not be
information.
very good.
Give it to me now, or I'll start executing your men.
This is war, Sobek. We're all prepared to die to protect that intel.
Gotta see Clone Wars movies.
Really?
I'm actually surprised he did that. I literally saw the whole movie.
Sir, we have located the other group, and our droids are closing in on them.
Your Jedi resolve only delays the inevitable. Take them to interrogation. Torture them slowly.
Yeah, Sobek definitely delights in pain, that's for sure.
That was Clone Wars is stepping it up.
I know. As Clone Wars goes on, they get more lenient with what they show on screen.
It never gets too crazy.
The craziest it gets is, if you know, when Maul and Savage go to the Black Sun.
Oh.
That's, you know what I'm talking about. That's as far as I think it goes. But that is a very interesting moment in the episode because things like that are bound to be happening in Clone Wars. Because, as Peel says, it is war, and they're willing to die to protect
the intel.
Yeah, the intel, what they spent this mission trying to get. But it is, you can tell that Sobek was willing to go down the line. Obviously, Clone Wars stopped short of that, but still, you have to feel bad for that clone. No one is safe at the Citadel. Comment down below if you know that clone's name, because he died. He died for the mission, and that's very brave of him. But meanwhile, Anakin, Tarkin, Ahsoka, their crew, they're in a tunnel, a smelly tunnel, trying to get out because they believe that Obi-Wan is going to come pick them up when they get out this pipe. That's probably not going to be the case. So let's see.
How much longer are we going to wander through this tunnel in the dark?
Captain Tarkin, haven't you learned to trust me by now?
You may have earned my trust, General Skywalker, but my faith in your comrades is still lacking.
You lack faith in the Jedi.
I find their tactics ineffective. The Jedi Code prevents them from going far enough to achieve victory, to do whatever it takes to win. The very reason why peacekeepers should not be leading a war. Have I offended you?
No. I've also found that we sometimes fall short of victory because of our methods.
Well, I see we agree on something.
Did you hear
Yes.
Vader's theme
I did.
in the background? Clone Wars loves to sprinkle that in. It is interesting what Tarkin's saying, that peacekeepers shouldn't be leading the war, which it may or may not be true. You have obviously people like Anakin who do kind of go beyond what normal Jedi would do. But then I'm sure there are plenty of Jedi who are opposed to the war entirely because they're supposed to be peacekeepers. Obviously Anakin is not.
Yeah.
There's a reason he becomes Vader. But isn't that interesting how their role has shifted? And obviously people like Tarkin don't think that they need to be leading because what if they don't do enough? What if they don't take the necessary actions? But it is an interesting quandary in Clone Wars.
It is.
Yeah. But unfortunately, things don't go well for anyone in this episode because when they exit the pipe, they're ambushed by droids, and so obviously they have a plan B, but they're supposed to go to the landing pad, to the shuttle. So they get there, but it's not going so well because there's a fight for the shuttle.
There is.
And if that shuttle is destroyed, they really have no way to get it.
Sorry I'm late.
How nice of you to join us.
Look at that! What did you say? The side eye
Is surrounded.
We need to launch a full forward assault and take that vessel.
We may have a bigger problem. Those turrets. If we don't take them out, they will use them to destroy the shuttle and prevent our escape.
Which is precisely why we should get aboard that shuttle and use the weapon systems to decimate those droids.
Whatever
That's
we're
a
gonna
pretty
do,
good
we
idea.
better do it fast.
Dynamic. I love that there's 4 of them.
You don't usually see, at least in Clone Wars, like that. It's usually only like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah. but never
But
4.
4, and you see all the.
No,
I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah. It's definitely not Geonosis in Attack of the Clones, but it's cool to see all 4 of them. Master Peel, I guess.
I like him.
He's cool. I like him. And he really jumped back from all that torture.
Yeah.
He
was like,
seems
I'm
good
a
as hell.
Jedi.
Yeah.
I have so much energy.
Yeah. Well, he's tiny. Maybe he does. But obviously, since there is another episode in this story arc, they can't just get on the shuttle and fly away. But I do feel bad for them because it's one bad thing after another bad thing and so on and so forth. And they can't catch a break. They're losing men. They're losing time. And if they fail, the Separatists get the Nexus route coordinates, and that's not good for anyone. So they need this shuttle. And well, I can't even say anything. It makes me too sad. But our boys.
General Skywalker, a droid is manning one of those turrets. They're gonna blow up the shuttle soon. This is our only chance. We've got to stop him.
No, Echo, don't go.
Echo, look out! Echo!
We have to go now.
It's so sad. Poor
Echo.
I know, poor Echo.
I mean,
Another one of the Dominus Squad is dead.
yeah, but we know what happens.
Yeah, I mean, if you've seen Bad Batch, you know that, or even just season 7 of Clone Wars, you know that he comes back. But still, that's devastating for me, for Fives, for Anakin.
I don't know. It's so sad. Like, he thought he could
He
get the
you know,
shuttle and save
save
them. And he died.
Well, kind of.
Well,
Kind of. He died.
He died.
At this point in
But
time, you
we thought he
dead.
died.
But I feel bad for Fives, but I also feel bad for Rex. Because Rex is friends with them too.
Yeah.
Back on the Rishi Moon outpost. But because the shuttle is destroyed, they have no way off the planet now. So they Obi-Wan calls in for aid from the Council because they're gonna have to evacuate them from the Citadel, and that's not an easy task. But they're
I'm
gonna have
afraid
to.
we've had a situation with the shuttle.
Find an entire republic.
By situation, he means big explosion. We're gonna need a rescue.
It will be done. I'm sending our cruisers now.
Yoda was like, no, idiots.
We'll need to hold out until the Council sends a ship.
Not a problem. We've beat them once. We'll beat them again.
This landscape is almost impossible to cross. How are we going to get to the rendezvous point?
That is the trap of the Citadel. It was designed so it would be almost impossible for fugitives to get off the surface, even if they escape the tower.
Oh, lucky we're not just any fugitives.
I hope you're right.
I know you're the chosen one, but like, come on. Don't look back. Yeah, definitely the highlight of this episode, as terrible as this sounds, is Echo's death.
Yeah.
Well, because it's one of these big moments in Clone Wars.
Yeah. I think it's a foundational
Yeah.
moment because a lot of things build off of this.
Yeah, especially
Like
in
the,
season
how
7.
the Mortis arc kind of set up all this
Especially in Rebels.
mythology for Star Wars.
Yeah.
I feel like Echo's death kind of.
It's a big
starts-
moment in the history of the clones.
Yeah.
But obviously this episode ends on a downer. But I can't wait to finish out the story arc next week.
Yeah. Thanks for watching!
Please leave a comment, turn on notifications, and hit the subscribe button to support the Threepios.
Also, thanks to our sponsor, Dave Baloney. We couldn't have done this without you.
Stay tuned for new episodes Wednesdays, and may